$845.83. Okay. And the business operates 5 days a week. So must do another calculation. 845 into times 5 days a week divided by 7. So that is $604 is deducted for his household expenses from her business. Okay. So that is something which you can deduct it. I just leave that up to you for like 1 minute so that you can have a look at it. Guys, there is some music going on again. I don't understand. I think I need to mute everyone in that case. Okay. Looks all good, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, try calculating it again if you really feel that you need some time. I'm okay with that. So that's just the business use of home expenses. Okay. Next part of the calculation. So that was the business use of home expenses. Now next part. Why are people going and coming out? I don't understand it. So next part of the business is inventory valuation. If you remember, I showed you the part of the business form, where you have to. The business form is I think P2125, I believe. Yeah, that's a business form. And if you really want, you can always get it from CRA. They will give you the guidelines. Now, inventory valuation is something which you use it when you are. What is inventory? Inventory is a group of items that a business holds and intends to consume or sell it to its customers. Yeah. So inventory is basically group of items that a business holds and intend to consume or sell it to customers. Now, purchased inventory is inventory you bought and paid for it. Now, I'm sure everybody knows now at this point in time what is inventory. So there are businesses who tries to purchase the inventory and resell it to the customer. They also hold some inventory. Like I'm talking about a big corporations. We are talking about unincorporated businesses though, but I'm just giving you an example. Like even Eleanor, where she's working, Superstore, okay, or even Walmart, even Winners, they have all the places where they have inventory holding, right? So they calculate the inventory at the end of the year. And
every August or November?
Yes, so every November. So even when I was there in Winners, we had an inventory evaluation, like inventory count in the month of January. So every January we have an inventory count of end of the year inventory. So every time you have a different timings of inventory valuation at different places, because that's again a corporations, right? The private corporations. That's an incorporated business. Unincorporated business will also have an inventory valuation, which are on a smaller scale basis, like people who are trading, people who are having manufacturing, or so when you have this kind of businesses, you will have some inventory. Even people who are manufacturing. Now, people who are manufacturing will buy the raw material, they will process in their factory out places, and then they will sell the finished goods. Okay. So in that process, it doesn't happen that whatever you buy, you're going to sell it immediately. You will have some amount of inventory left in your warehouse at the end of the year. So you need to count that inventory. So it is very important that you know what is the opening stock, like what is the opening inventory in your warehouse, what is the purchases you made it, what are the extra expenses you made it, like to process the goods, the direct expenses, the subcontracting expenses, and what are the closing stock of inventory. Now that valuation will be based on the closing stock of inventory, right? So opening stock plus purchases less the closing stock. So that will be the amount what will be the what will be the valuation of the inventory, what you will be able to claim it for, because that's the expenses you have incurred it. I'm going to show you that in the form so it gets easy for you. So if you have business and your businesses buy goods for resale or make goods for sale, claim the cost of the goods you buy or for sale in the fiscal period in which you sell them. Enter only business part of the cost. Okay. So now you calculate it in either by using a fair market value. So you use the valuation method. You use either lower of the cost which you bought the inventory for, or else the fair market value, whichever is lower, or the fair market value can be whatever is the fair market value, which is the replacement cost or the net realizable value. You can also value your inventory at the end of the year using any of the method: specific identification, average cost, FIFO. FIFO is first in, first out. LIFO is last in, first out. Generally, you don't use it for tax purposes, LIFO, because you know what is a LIFO? LIFO is where you get the stock every time, right, in the warehouse. So whatever you get it, but whenever you use to sell it, whatever is last in, you take the first out. I mean, you sell the item which are older first and keep the newer item in the warehouses. So in that case, when you value the inventory, it is going to show you the current cost, not the previous cost. So that's where they say that they're not going to determine the older value. People who are actually related to this will understand it more clearly and more understandably, the inventory valuation. However, I'm going to show you something where you can see where the inventory valuation